This is fucking brutal. Is this going to be an hour of this? I don't want to do this to people. It's fucking horrible. Nobody can be funny in a fucking minute. It's stupid.
Oh, no, it happens.
Fucking 2 seconds.
Oh, it happens a lot. Jesse just took a real bullet
fuck
there.
this. You don't even... fuck this. I'm sticking up for him. You guys are throwing him under the fucking bus.
Don't you raise your voice to me.
He threw himself under the bus.
Huh?
He threw himself under the bus.
Jesus. There's one more, and then I'm out. All right?
I love it. Jesse, you did so bad, one of our guests is about to quit. I don't know what else to tell you.
If there's a negative lining, Tony will find it. There it is, right between the ray of sunshine. There's that little nugget of negativity. You fucking cunt. Smarmy fucking cunt.
This might be the best Kill Tony episode in the history of Kill Tony episodes. As a matter of fact, it is. There's no denying that. Bill Burr is just one of those comedians. He knows how much of a weirdo and a narcissist, unfounded narcissism, right, that Tony Hinchcliffe possesses. If you don't know anything about the show, Tony Hinchcliffe is a smarmy little dickhead. The show is about comedians. They come on stage and they tell jokes, and Tony Hinchcliffe is basically supposed to be like a Simon Cowell, where he rips them to shreds and he tears them down, and under the pretense of making them superstars, making them great comedians, but really he's just tearing the people down. He's tearing the comedians down, and he's just doing this to make himself feel big. But 9 years ago, Bill Burr was on the show, and he ripped this guy to shreds. He called him out for the weirdo that he is. He's embarrassing him the whole time, constantly throughout the show. And we're going to pull up a few interesting clips. He's getting a name ready to be called up to the stage so the comedian can, give their little 1 minute of comedy. And he's acting very jittery and very nervous straight off the bat. And Red Band notices that Tony's acting kind of weird and jittery, so he says, "Tony, you're kind of acting weird right now." And then Bill Burr feels the need to comment on that. He feels the need to poke at Tony Hinchcliffe a little bit. And look at how Tony responds to this. It's very interesting.
Weird today.
Am I missing something?
No, I think...
Everybody.
Scared the fuck out of me.
You're acting weird today.
Am I missing something?
No, I think you're just acting weird.
Oh, okay, Brian.
He's acting eccentric.
Okay.
You're acting great, Tony.
Thank you,
Thank you, Pat's lawyer. Thank you, Brian. You guys are doing a great job, everybody. Let's start the show. Are you guys ready or what? Acting weird.
Huh?
You ready to rock?
I'm ready. Can you hear me at all?
About what?
I was just shitting all over you. You can't even hear me. Now you can hear me, right?
No. Yeah.
Okay, now you can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
What did I do?
I just said you weren't acting weird. You're acting very like eccentric.
Yeah.
You just seem like like those trust fund kids that just get like an easel and just paint landscapes their whole fucking life.
Speaking of easels and painting,
now you have to communicate with people, and it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Tony, can I say something?
Keeping this thing on its helm is quite the...
You do a great job, Mick.
Now, it's really interesting that Bill Burr calls Tony Hinchcliffe out on this weird behavior right off the bat, because if you know anything about Kill Tony, Tony's humor, what he does is he nitpicks the hell out of every comedian that ever comes on stage to tell jokes when he's the one running the show, and he's monitoring all these comedians and he's listening to them tell their jokes. He nitpicks the fuck out of everything they say, and he gives them a hard time. And it's bad enough that on Kill Tony's show, these comedians, oftentimes they're new comedians or they're underground. People don't really know them. So as it is, they're nervous. They're really nervous to be on stage in front of a lot of people. And Tony Hinchcliffe just nitpicks at them and he picks on them. And it's this big guy bullying all the small guys. So in this clip, it's just it demonstrates the bully mentality that Tony Hinchcliffe has. Like, he's willing to be the roast master and roast the hell out of all of these no-name people. But when it comes to Bill Burr calling him out, he gets all nervous and he just responds like a coward, basically.
To communicate with people, and it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Tony, can I say something?
Keeping this thing.
ha ha, like he just laughs at it. He doesn't have, where are the roasts at? He doesn't have any jokes. He'll bully anyone he deems as weaker than him or smaller than him to make himself feel superior and boost him. When in reality, a lot of people think this guy is a douchebag. A lot of people think he's a dickhead. He's not very likable when he's on stage, and honestly, just to cope with that, he bullies everyone who he deems smaller than him. And we're going to see a great example with Jeremiah Watkins.
First of all, let me say, fuck this guy. AI, more like gay-I. Am I right? I am so hungover.
This guy looks bi. Bye.
Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
That was pretty good. Me, wasn't it?
This is not fair. I'm used to doing roasts that people watch. You
Takes one to know one.
Got him.
Wait a second.
This is backfiring.
That I didn't like that. Come here. Come here.
Doesn't it look like Tony's ready to suck dick in any body of water?
Yes. Go have your magic moment. This is the biggest thing in your career. Go do it. Go get it. Go get it.
These personal ones hurt a little bit.
Go ahead.
Now it's crazy that, this Tony Hinchcliffe, he's supposed to be the joke master, the roast master. If you were really that good of a comedian, you'd be able to, engage with the improv a little bit with Jeremiah and go back and forth with him without getting too personal. This guy he gets very frustrated right off the bat. And he said that he's hungover, so we already know that alcoholics, they show their true colors when they're under the influence. So this is really how he feels. He feels very bitter and very upset that Jeremiah is getting a lot of laughs, and he doesn't like to be the small person on stage. He needs to be the big one. He needs to be the big bully. You're going to pick on people who you deem as weaker. But when we saw with Bill Burr, none of that energy was there. So this is one of the comedians that comes up, and we're going to want to watch a little bit of his set just for context for when Bill Burr destroys Tony Hinchcliffe again.
Doing a great job, Pat.
Thank you.
You think you could do me a favor for this joke? It's just part of the joke. If you could, stand up and salute me real quick. Just do it. Okay. Oh, thanks so much. That was really nice of him. It's also why I think Donald Trump might become president. Just compliment someone, put it in the context of a joke, and an idiot will make a fool of himself. Sorry.
Sorry.
He already told his jokes, and now Tony and the rest of the table are going to interview this guy and, ask him about his life and ask him about his jokes. So Red Band, Tony's little assistant right here, ends up asking the comedian, if Pat or the guitarist wasn't there, what would you have done, instead for the jokes? And Tony Hinchcliffe, being the little pedantic smartass that he is, has something smart to say. It's bad enough they're stressed out and they're nervous from being in front of all these people, but he just likes to nitpick every fucking thing. So Bill Burr is going to call this out.
Numbers and such.
Now that bit, what if Pat wasn't there? What would you have? You wouldn't have done that bit, right? So you just kind of just did a throwaway?
I would have done it to the whole crowd instead of just him. I thought because you guys make fun of him, it might work a little bit better.
You would have made them all stand up and salute you?
Yeah.
No, you would have picked one guy.
Yeah.
You know what he's saying.
I don't know. Maybe not.
You would have picked one guy. You would have done that. We were shitting on him. He thought it would work. It didn't work.
Yeah.
This is fucking brutal. Is this going to be an hour of this? I don't want to do this to people. It's fucking horrible. Nobody can be funny in a fucking minute. It's stupid.
Oh, no, it happens.
Fucking 2 seconds.
Oh, it happens a lot. Jesse just took a real bullet
fuck
there.
this. You don't even... fuck this. Fuck this. This is stupid. It's stupid. You're fine.
Hey, Bill.
Jesus Christ.
Bill, you're getting a little cranky. Go count your money, will you?
I'm not getting cranky. I'm sticking up for him. You guys are throwing him under the
Don't
fucking
you raise your
bus.
voice to
He
me.
threw himself under the bus.
Huh?
He threw
No,
himself
this
under the
is-
bus.
Jesus. There's one more, and then I'm out. All right? There's another one, mean just to be fucking mean. I'm not doing this for fucking... trying to bring it up here.
I love it. Jesse, you did so bad, one of our guests is about to quit. I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, if there's a negative lining, Tony will find it. There it is, right between the ray of sunshine. There's that little nugget of negativity, you fucking cunt.
Yeah. That's it.
Smarmy fucking cunt.
Yeah,
Jesus
that's it.
Christ.
That's pretty much it. That's the route that I have to take.
It's so refreshing to see something like this, and you have to keep in mind, this episode came out 9 years ago. So ever since then, we've been undergoing 9 years of Tony Hinchcliffe, the narcissist, the annoying, smarmy guy, just like Bill Burr said, and he's never really changed. If anything, he's gotten worse. Bill Burr does a great job of putting this guy in his place. Like, you're not the best thing comedy has to offer. And the great thing about this is Tony Hinchcliffe can't pull any of the, well, you're small, I'm big thing with Bill Burr, because obviously, you know, it's Bill Burr. So we have one more clip. This girl gives her set, she says her jokes, and she acknowledges Bill Burr because, you know, Bill Burr is the star. He's the main comedian here. And this just pisses, it has to piss Tony off. I mean, the way this happens. Well, just look at this. She just gave her set.
See, Jennings. First one to do your time tonight.
She did her time.
Very
First one to make
uplifting.
it to the cat noise.
Yeah. Nailed it. How's it going, Lindsay? You've done the
Good.
show a few times.
Yeah, I got up last week, so I wasn't expecting to get up this week. But I'm stoked. You're amazing, so thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Sorry, Dom.
I'm enjoying this.
You didn't, that did not sound
Hour
sincere.
of awkwardness.
Nervous body language, just leaning into the microphone. It just pisses him off, you know, for... First of all, she acknowledges Bill Burr, and as we already know about Kill Tony, Tony Hinchcliffe's personality, he likes to be the only star on the stage. He doesn't like anyone else getting acknowledgement or you know, receiving any kind of praise, because he'll tear them down. He likes to tear those people down, just like he did with Jeremiah Watkins and all the other people that go on his show. No one can have any more laughs than him because it makes him feel so low. But in this case, Bill Burr, like, he's just making fun of him. He's like, oh yeah, I totally like being here. The show's so awkward and it's so weird. He just calls it out. And Tony Hinchcliffe has no choice but to just accept it and take that, because what is he gonna do? It's Bill Burr. He's not the bigger guy in this scenario, so he can't even fake the funk. He can't even pretend. Oh, we're gonna look at this again.
You didn't, that did not sound sincere.
Hour of awkwardness.
So, Lindsay.
Man, that was awkward. So anyway, that was Kill Tony. Bill Burr. Bill Burr destroyed Tony Hinchcliffe. And it's a beautiful thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see. You know, obviously this happened 9 years ago, but we'll take what we can get. You know, no one else has really been able to put Tony Hinchcliffe in his place like Bill Burr has. Yeah, this guy just isn't afraid to call motherfuckers out like this. And, you know, a lot more people need to call this guy out and, you know, make him more, like, bring him closer to earth, because a lot of this is unfounded narcissism. This Tony Hinchcliffe guy, like, man, you're not the guy you think you were. You need to chill out a little bit. Let me know what y'all think about this.